So it's been a while um, since I played League. It's been a few months, but I was platinum, high platinum season 2. I was kind of middle diamond uh, season 3 at my peak. I kind of started off platinum, then I rose to I can't remember if I was diamond 4 or diamond 3 at my peak, and then I kind of fell back down. Um, um, to like the gold 1 range at the end of the season. But I've stayed in diamond for a fair amount of games. I also had um, a ranked fives team when there was the ranked fives queue. I had my teammates in solo queue. I had one teammate who was high silver. Actually, I had two teammates who were high silver. I had a mid lane and a support who was high silver. I had a top lane who was platinum, and then I had a AD carry who was platinum, but I think had been diamond before. So in the season where I played ranked fives, I didn't play solo queue at all. I only played ranked fives. So I didn't have a solo queue ranking in that season. But I had been, I think season 2 I was middle or upper platinum, or maybe I think I was middle platinum season 2. Season 3 I was officially diamond, but the way that season 3 worked is once you got diamond, you couldn't drop out. So your elo would go down, your matchmaking would go down, but you would just officially still be in diamond. So in season 4, I think I don't remember. I think I went back to college in season 4, so I wasn't playing the game so much. But again, I had my ranked 5s team, and with my ranked 5s team, we went to platinum 1, 100 league points, and we were within one game of getting diamond, but we didn't actually get it. Unfortunately, is kind of there was kind of some trolling kind of stuff going on, and then my team decided to start playing without me with a different jungler, and they actually lost more games than they won. Because like I can make the team, but they can, if there's more than 5 people, they can just sub someone in and play without me. So when they played without me, they had a losing win rate. When we played as a team, we had a fairly good high win rate. So they tried to play without me, it didn't work out. So I came back, and they weren't really taking it very seriously, and I got frustrated, and I said, you know what, like I'm not going to play with you guys. You're just like fucking with me, and you're just trolling me, and I'm trying to get diamond, and you guys are just dicking around. So I'm not going to waste my time with this shit anymore. So I'm just done. Okay. So basically, um, make of that whatever you want. Point is, season 3 I did get diamond 4 with 100 league points. Season 2 I hit platinum, and then I also had a ranked 5s team where the average ranking of the team among all of the players, um, if you include myself, it's much lower because I didn't have a solo queue ranking. But again, I had 2 silvers and 2 platinums. Or I had 2 silvers and a gold, and a platinum and a gold. But the guy who was gold had been in platinum before, and I think one of the silvers had been in platinum before as well. So, technically I had like 2 players who had been platinum before. I had 1 player who was silver who had been gold. And then I kind of had myself who had been in diamond and platinum, but I hadn't played in a while. So that's kind of my credentials. If you want to take my advice, that's your choice. If you don't, feel free to ignore my advice. Okay, but I have if anyone has a team and they want my help, I'm more than willing to help you, no charge. So it's all for free. It's just because I'm bored and I have nothing to do. So, you know, if you uh, want my advice, it's great. I think that I can really help. Any player who is gold or below, I can definitely give you good advice. The thing is, with this game, reaction time is pretty important. My reaction time is quite low. In terms of my intelligence and understanding of the game is much higher than my actual reaction time. So my reaction time is pretty far below average. But just in terms of, you know, just like my game knowledge is quite high, in my opinion. It's very high, and that's the reason that I'm able to get the high rankings even with the bad reaction time. Okay, so what I kind of did with my team is I would have a drawing like of Summoner's Rift, just like this, and we would say, first thing we do is we choose our starting positions. Okay, so you say, where does everyone want to start? Okay, so where does everyone want to start? And then I would say, so, you know, let's make this dot a little bit bigger. Okay, so I would say, you know, top lane is going to run this path at the start of the game. He's going to run to here. He's going to put a ward at this location. And then he's going to walk all the way back to here and get vision of this location. So we have a ward that gives us vision over here, and then we have our top laner standing here where he's protected from this invade, so his only threat is from this, and he has a very long line of sight here where you can see anyone coming this way, and he can escape back to this tower pretty easily without having to use his flash. So this is kind of the top lane position, just as a defensive position. Okay, and I can kind of switch. Mid lane is going to run straight up here. Right, it's going to go straight here, and then this invade in the top is entirely, we have full vision of this invade. Right, so we have vision here, we have vision here. So where do we not have vision? Do we care really if they walk to here? You know, potentially, yes, we do care. Because if they sit right here and then top laner goes to lane, they can just wait and then go take the blue. So ideally, the spot where we don't have vision is this bush right here. Okay, so I can say, purple is wards. Okay, so we say we want a ward here, because that's going to get vision of this entire invade over on this side. Okay, so let's go. So let's say we want. Let's say the top laner is going to place that ward. Oh no, sorry, top laner put ward here. So that means that this has to be the mid lane ward. It's right here. So the mid laner has to place this ward and then get vision of this middle area. Okay, what this means is that the other team has time to escape into one of these spots before the mid laner sees them, because the mid laner has to go toward here. So we don't care if they go to this side. We already have vision here. We already have vision here. Okay, so the threat is for a bottom side invade. Okay, so what needs to happen to stop the bottom side invade is the AD carry or the support needs to beeline to right here and then place this ward right here at the very back of the tri-brush and then just run back out this way. So this guy, what color is that color? Yeah, so he's going to run here, and he's not going to go through here because he can get grabbed by Blitzcrank over the wall, or, you know, they can flash over the wall and kill him. So he's going to walk back over here, kind of into this area. Okay, so what's left is the support, We can say maybe support can hold his ward to lane ward or something. You know, if that helps them win the lane, that's something that you can kind of work. You can kind of take a risk in the early game and say, I'm going to place one less ward at level 1, and then that'll give me a better chance to win the lane. So if you have a bot lane that thinks that this ward is important to win the lane, then it's possible to build a strategy that has maybe less vision and is threatened by an invade, but will have a higher chance to win lane, and that's fine as well. Okay, so you could have a jungler, you know, who's going to run straight across here, and then put a ward exactly at this location right here. So anyone coming through here will be spotted immediately. Okay, so what they can do, they can sneak into this brush because the mid laner has to ward here, and that's possible. Okay, but what they can't do is they shouldn't be able, okay, when the jungler places this ward here, you know, let's do a measurement. Okay, so I'm going to do a black line. I'm going to do a black line all the way to here. Okay, and then I'm going to drag this black line, and then I can kind of divide it. I can change the path here a little bit, and this isn't exact. There's a little bit more movement. Whoops, I messed up. Right, but you kind of get the idea. And if you want to try to just do this yourself, that's fine as well. If you have someone that can kind of organize something like this. So basically, you have kind of this distance that you want to cover, where if I'm drawing this line kind of like this, you know, this is about how far he's going to get about to here in the same time that these other guys are going to get about to here. So when he places this ward, you know, we could say they're going to do it like this, unless, like, there's a possibility. Here's the threat. Okay, so if they get to here, they can flash this wall and like hook him at this very moment. So what this means is that this path is not safe. Okay, so he needs to change his path, and what he actually needs to do is to run to here and then place the ward over this wall like that. Okay, so that means that this path is no good. All right, so this path is no good. You don't ever do this path. Okay, so I just want to run this way and place this ward over the wall here. And that would be kind of cool. There's no threat of this guy being hooked. If he goes this way, you know, the team can, when the team gets to here, this guy is going to be at about this location, and he places the ward. It's possible they can flash over this wall and kill him. So if he does this path, you know, as I said, in wards over the wall, he won't die. So this jungler shouldn't go through this brush. The jungler should go down around here. And then they won't die at level 1. Okay, so what remains is the support path. I'll do, what color should support be? What's left? You kind of just have to pick a color that's left. I'll do that color, that's fine. So what's left is a support. So where do we need a ward? Okay, the answer is we don't. Okay, we don't need a ward. We have vision all the way. For this entire invade, we have vision for this entire invade. Okay, we have vision at this invade. We also have vision at this invade. And then we also have, you know, this guy kind of standing back here to spot, because it's possible that they kind of do like a sweeper, clear this ward, and this guy can kind of wait around to see if they want to go to this buff or something like that, you know, or these guys can kind of sit around in this bush waiting, and when they move forward, you can kind of back off.